So far, it's that it's all about personal preference. One man's greasy goop is another man's dream cream. Cute moisturiser C.
It left a very greasy sort of feeling on your skin. It didn't really absorb in, and it tended to collect the dust as you walked around the site.
I like moisturiser C. It goes into your skin easy, and the smell's quite nice.
I didn't like moisturiser C because when I applied it to the skin it was quite thick and greasy.
Thickness is mostly determined by the oil content. More oil and less water makes for a greasier, thicker cream.
We tend to be intolerant of too greasy a product during the day, but we're often able to tolerate an oilier product at night. So that's given rise to the day creams and the night creams.
Many day creams also include a sunscreen, but how much protection do they actually provide?
They don't really contain enough to give us the degree of protection we need if we go to the beach. And that's because it just contains a UVB block, which protects against sunburn.
UVA protection is just as important, but often missing from moisturisers. A study in 2009 found that moisturisers with sunscreen provide poor protection against the sun's rays, especially the skin-damaging UVA rays. Even more worryingly, some scientists have drawn a link between moisturisers and skin cancer. The claim is that mice exposed to UV developed bigger tumours and faster if they were treated with moisturiser afterwards. News of the link made headlines around the globe. But mice are not men. Skin cancer experts from around the world condemned the study's findings as seriously flawed. Some went as far as saying that it bordered on irresponsible and that the study should never have been published. Scare stories like these have seen a big swing to natural moisturisers. It's one of the biggest market trends in recent years. Natural moisturising ingredients often draw on centuries of traditional use rather than scientific proof.
Most of them have been used for a very long time, and so people know they work.
But do these natural products contain enough plant extract to have their claimed effect?
Some natural products actually only use very small concentrations of active ingredients just so that they can be placed on the label, just to make a label claim.
There's even a name for this kind of cheating. It's called angel dusting.
And there are actually companies out there that produce things like botanical extracts and that type of thing that are designed entirely to be listed on the label, not for any specific activity in the formulation.
Unfortunately, it's almost impossible for consumers to figure out how much natural extract they're getting, although the ingredient list can offer a clue.
Cosmetic ingredients are required to be listed from the highest concentration to the lowest concentration, so anything that you sort of see at the beginning of an ingredients list will be the highest concentration.
There can be other clues. Use your eyes and nose.
Herbal extracts in a formulation tend to make the product smell quite strong and often unpleasant, and they often will turn it brown or green. So if you've got a sort of herby smelling product that's greenish or brown coloured, then you probably have got quite high levels of extracts.
We reckon we found a good one in product D. So what did the guys think?
I didn't like moisturiser D because it was green and yellowy and it reminded me of snot.
It was like applying mud to your face and had a horrible smell.
Well, I thought it smelled like socks. It was really greasy, it was thick, it was yuck. I don't know anybody who would like to put it on their face. It was disgusting.
Of course, there's an easy way to deal with smells. Many natural products are processed to stabilise them and remove colours and odours. But there's always the risk we'll lose beneficial properties as well. It's a bit of a trade-off. Fresh is best, but it's not practical on a commercial scale. Aloe vera is a good example.
The best way to use aloe vera is straight out of the aloe vera plant, but by the same token, I wouldn't want to buy a fresh aloe product off the shelf unless it had been modified and preserved and treated appropriately.
And that means using synthetic preservatives like parabens.
A lot of people are very anti-preservatives, and that's through lack of education, because preservatives are vital. I would never use a product that didn't have preservative in it.
Let's take a look at our 2 moisturisers after 1 month. Well, the one with parabens is fine, but the one without, goodness only knows what's growing in there. Fair to say, I won't be putting it on my face. There's just one last thing left to do. Time to find out if we've converted the male of the species. Our construction workers have been moisturising for a month. It's time to find out what they were using and who liked what. All right, anyone here like A?
Yep. Yep.
You three liked A? A is Lab Series, about $60 a tube, so our most expensive one in the experiment. Is that something you think you'd pay to feed your face?
Probably not.
Nah.
Probably not. Nah.
Anyone here like B? Did any of you boys like B? Yep. Okay, you ready? It was Olay. It's a girl's moisturiser. But that's okay. That's okay because it turns out boys and girls both have skin. Would you keep using it?
No.
No? Not for you?
Not for me. Yeah.
Good on you. How about C? Anyone here like C?
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Okay, moisturiser C is Nivea for men. Pretty reasonably priced. Cheapest in this experiment. Okay, anyone like D?
No.
No, D? No? What was wrong with it?
Smell like socks. It's yuck.
Makes me want to try it. What is it? What is it? Trilogy for men. So our only New Zealand-made brand, about $37 for the pot. Not a favourite today. Now, you young man haven't put your hand up.
No, I didn't like any of them.
No? Moisturiser not for you?
Not a fan of rubbing cream on my face, basically.
So Lab Series won the most converts, but not at that price. Not one of our blokes would spend more than $15 on a moisturiser. And the very herbal Trilogy lost out big time. So what have I learnt about moisturisers? Well, men may have some concerns over estrogen-like parabens, but moisturisers are just a tiny part of the cocktail of estrogens all around us. Most of us probably don't need moisturisers nearly as much as we use them. If we do have a problem with dry skin, then there's no need to get a more expensive product over a budget one, except for the way it makes you feel. I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and pretty and